Right. Okay, guys, then. Right. Can you all hear me? Just tell me before starting the session. You can unmute your mic and you can talk anytime. Right. First of all, just tell me, can you hear me? Right. There are some students. Dimesh Akka, can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me? Or use the chat box to say whether you can hear me. All right. Okay. Right. Then we would start the class, start the session for today. Right. Now, put my presentation to now show you my presentation here. Right. Okay. Right. Now you can you all see my screen? Just tell me whether you can see the screen. Someone please send me a message to the chat. All right. Okay. Now we would move to the due purpose of the class today, right? Then you would have 3 hours of discussion here. Actually, this is a discussion, right? Then you all can speak, then you can unmute your mic yourself and you can talk anytime, right? Then this is a kind of a discussion actually, then this is not a lecture, right? But the only difference is this is absolutely done in English, right? Not serious English, this is done in simple English, right? Then anyone can understand, anyone can listen and understand, right? Okay. Now we would discuss what is happening today, right? There are some new, there's my one of the students and students after a long time here, right? Then we would start and we would discuss what is here, what is happening here, right? Then you can see, then this is what you firstly saw, right? Then you might see my status or someone's status. Then I shared this with several people and in several groups, right? There are some students also, right? Then you can see the topic UNISUP. Then what is UNISUP, right? UNISUP means this is for university students, right? University students, right? You know, in the university, the medium of teaching is basically English. To a university, many kind of students come from different. I'm really sorry. Actually, there's a technical error here, so that is why I'm always right. Then we were discussing, right? What is the meaning of the topic? What is the meaning of the topic? Then I think you can see my screen, right? Okay. UNISUP means university support. That means this is for university students to add an additional support for their degree program, right? Then English is the medium of teaching in the university, basically. So it is a must to have a sufficient knowledge on English, right? If someone doesn't have sufficient knowledge on English, they face many difficulties in the faculty, whatever the faculty is, right? Maybe management, maybe art faculty, maybe science faculty, right? Whatever the faculty is, he or she has to face many difficulties during the lecture time and during the. Once again, I was disconnected and I'm back now. Right, then before sharing the screen, before doing screen share, I'll just talk, right? I'll just talk and after several minutes and after some explanation here, then I'll share the screen. Okay, now, as I told you, university sub, that means to a university, students come from different areas and different environments. Some of the students are Tamil, that means they have done their A level and all the studies, right? All the studies in Tamil medium. Or we, right? UNI are everyone who did our studies, our studies to the higher level. That means to our A levels in single medium, right? Then when we go to the university, we have to face something different. All the lessons and all the things are discussed in English, right? All the tutorials are given in English. Lecture notes, maybe the assignments, the exams, and everything is in English. So we must have sufficient knowledge to survive in the university land. That means survive. What is the meaning of survive? Survive means, right? Then I would explain that word also in English. Today I don't expect to use any singular word because this is on English, only English, right? Today this is an only English, right? Then survive means what? You know, in Sri Lanka or in some countries in the earth, there are some areas, some desert areas and some polar regions. That means there are some snow areas and there are some tropical areas. In tropical areas like our country, tropical means near the equator, right? Then equator means the middle line of the earth, right? Then in a country like Sri Lanka, that means our country, we can face desert. That means there's a desert climate in tropical countries, especially. Right. In desert countries, we have to survive. That means maybe us and maybe animals and maybe plants, then whatever the living being is, they all have to survive. Survive means they have to protect themselves from the desert. Right. That means there's no water in the desert season. Then animals won't have enough water to drink, right? Water to drink, and even humans also face such hard times during the desert season. So we have to survive. Survive means till the rainy season comes, we have to save our lives. We have to save ourselves. That is survive. So if you want to survive in the university land, that means you must not get helpless there, right? You must have sufficient English knowledge. Otherwise, you would have to face many difficulties. You won't be able to understand the lecture. You won't be able to memorize anything. You won't be able to take down notes. You won't be able to write an answer. Then finally, you won't be able to get the degree. Then there are some students, there are some Sinhala students. I don't know whether it is common for Tamil students also. uh, they are coming back from the university saying that there's no English. That means I can't understand English, so I don't have a chance to complete my degree. So I come back. In that way, many students decide to stay home without going to campus, even though they studied hard for A levels and they get high results and they were selected to university. They decide to come home. Why? They feel that they can't survive in the university premises. So they feel that the university is something, that means a place which is difficult to live. That means difficult to be there. So they decide to come home and do another job from the private sector, maybe going to government. Some girls, right? Then there are some boys also. Then why? What is the problem there? We must have sufficient English knowledge. Sufficient means if you want to go by bus, the ticket cost 100 rupees. If you have only 50 rupees, you can go by that bus. That is what I say, sufficient, right? That means not enough. You must have enough knowledge in English to survive. That means to write answers to the exams, to do the assignments, and especially understand the lecture, right? Then this level 3 class is especially designed to improve your listening, improve your speaking, and improve your understanding. Okay, right. Then I would try to share my screen and I don't know whether I would be disconnected again, right? Then if I'm disconnected again, right, I'm sorry for that actually. Uh, okay, now we would move to the presentation. Now, just tell me whether you all can see my screen. Guys, can you see my screen? Oh, someone is saying that they can't hear me clearly. Is it so? Is my voice right? That means, is my voice breaking? Or can you hear clearly? Just give me an answer. Then you can unmute your mic and talk. Anyone? Okay, right. I'd try my best to keep this presentation for you here. Then that means I would try to keep it here. Otherwise, I would get disconnected again. Okay, right. Now we would go to the presentation. As I was discussing, this is UNISUP. That means this is especially designed for university students to give an additional support for their degree program. So today, this is the topic here. This is the topic here, UNISUP level 3, right? Then this is level 3. Then I'll show you what is here. Right. Okay. I'm doing this program, right? As I once mentioned you in the earlier day, that means our previous day. I do the class in 3 stages, right? In 3 stages. If you feel, right, you want to make your English from the basic level, you can join level 1. Then I'll show you the differences between these 3 stages. And today we are going to discuss about this level 3, right? Then I have taken much space. I have taken much space to level 3. Why? The level 3 is the best one, right? The level 3 is the best one. You can see full 3-hour English lecture type session. This is a class that means the level 3 is extremely, that means absolutely done, conducted in English. You have to listen carefully and try to understand what I say, right? I'm not talking too much fast like university lecturers. I'm just talking slowly and you can understand easily what I say. Okay, right. Then we would move to our topic for today. Then I'll show you the differences between three stages after going through this explanation, right? Then I had prepared slides like this to show you what is the differences between these among these three stages. Then you can easily understand what are those, right? Then you can select the best one for you. Okay, now we are going to discuss about level 3 today. Right, now you can see the screen. Then if I mention something about myself, I'm Dhanushka Lakman, right? And then I'm doing some not many programs for my students, right? Then this is another program I designed for university students, right? Now, this is the topic UNI SUP level 3, day 1. Today is the first day. Okay, then first of all, I want to tell you how this class goes along, right? Then this class is for 3 hours. Then if you want a break at the uh, middle of the session, you can just text me and I'll give you a break of 10 minutes, right? Then I'll mention you. Then there's a special program designed for you as another lecture. That means here you can see, then I'll explain you. Then what is the next one? Then you can see there's another program. Now you can see actually who are you, right? There's another program for you. That means this is my lecture especially. This is not my lecture. This is the course content. The course means the class content. The content of the class is here. Then 1 hour is taken for the lecture, means this topic. For this topic, I get 1 hour. Okay. Right, now we would move to our presentation again. This is the content of the class. Right, now you can see. Okay, UNI SUP level 3. This is level 3. Then I won't do an explanation for level 2 actually. That means I won't get another day to explain level 2, because level 1 is more similar to level 2, and there are some differences on the tutorials and other materials that I give you. That's the only difference between level 1 and level 2. Then I especially got another day for discussing the level 3, how it is done. The medium of teaching and the medium is English. That means you can share your ideas in English, you can understand English, you can talk English here. This is an open platform for you to unmute your mic and talk. There's no reason to afraid, right? Then I don't call you my students, I called you my hello guys, right? Then why I called you guys? Then you are in my same major, you are 1 year elder than me. So there's no reason to worry, there's no reason to afraid here. You can talk anytime here. Okay, right? You can ask any question, right? What should be your mission? Okay, if we do something right now, we would move directly to the lesson here. Okay, what should be your mission? Then what is a mission? Then if someone plays a game, right? If someone plays a game, there are missions in that game. Then in a mission, there are several tasks to do, and there are some special things to be found or to be done or something to go through in a game, right? Then that means for an example, let's get Angry Birds. I think that you all had played Angry Birds. Angry Birds means there are some birds and we have to break the buildings and they explode and many things happen. That is Angry Bird. I think that you all had played. Then in Angry Bird also there are some missions, or Candy Crush, right? There are in a game there are some missions. Then what is the meaning of mission? What is the meaning of mission? A mission is something we have to do. Okay. Then what should be your mission? If you join with me here, there should be a mission for you. Then what should it be? Right? I won't use any Sinhala word. So that means if any Sinhala word comes out of my mouth, I'm really sorry, right? Just something like that. That means a Sinhala word came to jump out of my mouth and I swallowed it, right? Then I won't use any Sinhala words here. Okay. If my speed is too high, you can tell me that, right? Okay. Then I'm talking with you. What should be your mission? Okay, yeah, you have already attended here. Now there are 6 members and you have attended here because of a purpose. You have a reason to join here. Okay, you had joined me here, or you may watch this video on YouTube on my channel previous. That means after this class, you may watch this again. Then if you join here or if you watch my video, there should be a reason. Okay, if you don't have a reason, you don't come here or you don't try to watch the video on YouTube. Okay, you have a reason to join here. Okay, it is your that means, sorry, it is the reason is what you are expecting to make your university life into something awesome, right? That means now you may feel like then I can understand any lecture, right? Then how do I prepare my notes? How do I find something more? How do I face my exams? How do I do my assignments? How do I to ask a question? In that way, you may have many problems, many difficulties you may be feeling now. That means you may be facing those these days. Okay, then you must have an idea. That means you have an idea to learn some English and make your university life something awesome. That means there's no difficulty there. Awesome means that there's no difficulty there. It is very easy to handle your university life, your degree programs and your assignments and your exams. Okay, and finish it with your best. Everyone who goes to the university, there's a dream. What is that? They want to complete their degree program with their best. That means not a general degree. They need, everyone's dream is to reach the special degree. That means honors degree. So in order to go to that goal, go to that target, you must have English. The university lecturers at the orientation programs also especially notice that you must have uh, you must have a good knowledge on your studies, and to get a knowledge, that means to get a better knowledge on your studies, you have to improve your English. At the orientation program, the lecturers especially notice that to the students. Okay, and come out of the faculty as someone who had already won your life. If you win, right, that means maybe if there's someone who goes to the university expecting to get a general degree, comes out of the that means come out of the university taking honors degree, then he would feel like he won a kingdom after a huge war. That means there are some wars to catch another country, another region. So you would feel something like that if you go to the university expecting a general degree, but you come out of the university with honors degree, with a special degree, then his or her life is completed there. He can easily go for higher studies, so he or she can easily find a job with that special degree. Okay, so first of all, you should have a clear idea. Before doing anything, you should have a clear idea what you should do. Okay, clear idea to reach that place anyway, anyhow. And I am here, right? Then you are my students, not you are not my student. You are actually my friends. Then I won't use the students. I would use guys and my friends. Okay, friends. Oh, okay, guys. You should have an idea to reach that goal, reach your goal, and you have to do any sacrifice. Okay, you must be ready to do any sacrifice, any dedication to reach that place. You and additional support. Then I am here to do an additional support for you, right? I'm here to do an additional support for you. Okay, to reach that quickly. That means when you feel difficulties, I'm there to help you during your all university life. I don't know where you're from. That means maybe you are from a management faculty, or maybe you are from a science faculty, maybe you are from a art faculty or somewhere like that. Whatever the place is, I'm here for you till you get the degree, right? Till you get the degree, I'm here to help you, whatever the purpose is. That means whatever the assignment or whatever the exam is, I'm ready to help you from my side. Okay, right. So something important. There's something important message for you here. You should recognize the place you are now. You should firstly understand the place where are you now. Then the next lecture, that means next session, would try to help, that would help you to find where are you now, right? Then you must get an measurement about yourself. What kind of English knowledge is you with you? In that way, you must have a self estimate about yourself. If you feel, that means for an example, I'll tell you something like that, something like this. Okay, then you want to go by bus. You want to go by bus. Then you won't check, that means you couldn't check your pocket. You couldn't check your pocket and you get on the bus. Then the ticket, you have to get the ticket for 100 rupees. If you have only 80 rupees, you only have 80 rupees, then what you would have to do? You would have to get down the bus, get down from the bus before going to your destination. For an, then I'll tell you. Then I'm just telling this to you, right? Then this is your destination. Then okay, then this is your destination. That means the end of the journey. This is the destination. Then you are getting the journey, you are starting the journey from here. Okay, you are starting the journey from here. Then this is the road. Then this is the road you have to go, right? This all journey, this, right? This journey cost, this journey cost 100 rupees. You have to get the ticket for 100 rupees. But if you have only 80 rupees in your pocket, you got on the bus without checking your pocket. Then you think that you have money, you have enough money, then no one took money from my purse. In that way, you are thinking you are thinking so, and you got on the bus and you have only 80 rupees, then you need 100 rupees to reach your destination. That means if you want to complete this road and reach your destination, you should have how much? 100 rupees. But if you have only 80 rupees, you would have to get down maybe from here, from this halt. You have to get down, because for 80 rupees you can reach only that place, right? Then if you want to go this, the rest of the your journey, you must have another another 20 rupees. Okay, okay, then altogether you can make 100. Then you have to get it from one of your friends, or one of the people in the bus, or someone, from someone. You have to get another 20 rupees. Now just imagine what is happening here. That means if you have your English knowledge is 80 rupees, like 80 rupees, just imagine, right? Then that means there must be, for an example, there must be 100 rupees to get your degree. Okay, now you have only 80 rupees. That means you have the most. That means you have higher knowledge, or you have some knowledge on English. Then, but this is a special degree. That means this is a special degree, a special degree. Okay, then if you have only 80 rupees, it would be enough. to reach the general degree here. Then you have to get down from that hole. If you don't have enough English knowledge to reach your destination. Okay, so I'm here to give you 20 rupees of knowledge. 20 rupees. For this example, I'm here to give you the rest that you don't have. Okay, I'm going to give you the cost. That means I'm going to give you the amount that you don't have. Okay, that is the purpose of this class. Okay, right. Then if you can't hear me clearly, or if you face any difficulty here, you can inform me as soon as possible from the chat, right? It is open for you. Then you can even unmute yourself and you can talk. Okay, right. Then I'll talk with you what is the important matter I'm going to explain here. Okay, right. You should recognize the place you are now, right? You must have an idea where you are. Okay, you must have an idea where you are. Okay, one of my friends had joined now, right? Welcome, you Akari, right? Then if you want to talk, actually you can unmute your mic and you can talk with me anytime. Okay, right. Okay, now let's discuss this. You should recognize the place you are now and what kind of a journey you have to start with me. You must have an idea what kind of a journey you are going to start with me, and where you are now. Then I'm a guider here, right? I'm a guide person here. I know what you feel, right? I know what you feel. That means I know what the difficulties you feel, because I'm also in the same environment now you are. Okay, in a journey normally there's a guide, right? In a journey there's a guide always. That means, for an example, just imagine a pilgrimage. That means there are many old people, that mean old grandfathers, grandmothers, and there are some young, that means from young generation, and there are some babies, there are some little children also going on a pilgrimage. Then one old man gets the leadership. Then he is called as the guide. If they are gonna visit Sripada, that means that old man guides them till they go and come back to their house. That is the duty of a guide. Okay, then I'm the guide here. I know what kind of a journey you should go, what kind of a destination you have. Okay, right. The importance of a guide is he or she had already gone that journey before. Now here I'm talking about English knowledge. That means I'm talking about here English. That means a journey from one language to another language. Okay, then we all are, most of you and I are talking Sinhala. Okay, then we are moving to another language. Now we are trying to learn another language. So the importance of a guide is he or she had already gone that journey before. A guide should have gone that journey before to guide someone else. Then I had gone that journey of English, so that is why I am here to guide you. If I haven't gone that journey, I don't know what kind of difficulties you would face there. Okay, so I had gone that journey to the destination, and I had gone some far also in English, right? Then I know how you should go there. I know how you should go there, what kind of things you can see there, right? The guide is the one that shows everyone. There's a waterfall over there, right? There's a waterfall over there. Then come carefully. There's a slope. There's a huge slope. Then you can hurt. You would fall down, right? There are sound. Don't make any sound. There are terrible wild animals here. So keep quiet and come behind me. In that way, a guider, a tourist guider, maybe a guider knows where the, that means where the danger is. He had gone that journey. He had faced many things. He had got many experiences. Maybe on the first journey that he went, he might be attacked by a wild animal. Then he knows that this is an area. Then he talks it. He talks with the that means with his disciples, that in lower voice, okay guys, just listen, there are many terrible wild animals here, okay, then keep quiet and follow me, don't go anywhere else because there are many terrible animals here. You would surely, that means I won't be able, even I won't be able even to save your life, so you must be quiet and you have to follow me. In that way, a guide would talk, right? Because he knows there's a danger there, right? He or she, he or she knows well where there's a danger and where the followers can face difficulties, and most especially where the destination is, right? There's a nice sentence here, a guide should know where the destination is. If there's a guide without knowing the destination, it is like going to Kataragama without knowing the road. There's a statement in Sinhala. Then I won't say that here. Then you know what is I'm talking about, right? There you should follow the guidance of the leader, otherwise you would get hurt, fall, or something worse happens, whatever it is, right? Then you are someone aggressive, right? You get angry quick and you are not ready to listen that old man. You are not ready to listen that old man. Okay, then right, then during the journey, okay, then while you are going, that old man just said, please be quiet, okay, there are many terrible animals here. As I told you, the old man told. Then that boy, right, then that boy doesn't care right, then in that way he doesn't care, so he makes many sounds, he makes many noises, and if a bear comes, in that way, if a bear comes, what happens, the not only him, the whole group has to face danger, right? In that way you should follow the guidance of the guide, whatever the guidance, that means whatever the guidance is, you must be careful about that, okay? So it is a must to keep belief on your guide, right? This is one of the most important matter here. You should believe your guide, right? Then the guide might have many experiences, but his or her age may not be too high. That means, right? Right, yes, like a school trip. Guys, just be active here, right? I am like actually. Then I especially welcome this one. Akari, I especially welcome her because she is active in the chat. Then I don't feel any laziness or something, right? That means she's very active. She gives many ideas and she types it, and then you might see in the chat box, right? Like a school trip. She's suggesting. Okay, then you all have the permission. You can even unmute your mic and talk. Okay, this is a discussion actually. There's no reason to be afraid of me, right? I'm just talking English. That is the only difference here. Okay, right. Then, so it is a must to keep belief on your guide, right? You must believe your guide. Otherwise, you won't have a future. That means you won't have anything from the trip, from the journey you go. Okay, so you must believe your guide. Okay, before starting the journey, right? Then before starting the journey, we must have an idea. For a tourist that comes from another country, right? That means a foreigner has something called tour itinerary. right? Tour itinerary. Then I am someone who was to become a tourist guide. Then if the COVID pandemic didn't, um, that means if it didn't come to Sri Lanka, I would have become a standard, that means a certified tourist guide with the license also. Then I was doing such courses and everything stopped. Everything had to be stopped because of this COVID pandemic. There are no tourists coming to Sri Lanka. Okay, right then, something like that happened. Okay, then and I don't give up my idea of becoming a tourist guide. Then that is one of my dreams, actually. Okay, right. Then before starting the journey, so I know about these trips and journeys and the guidance and the leadership. That means how to talk with the followers, how to deal with them in that way. I know. I have, and then I have learned them. Then I can even teach you how to become a tourist guide by now. Okay, before starting the journey, right? So then for an example, you are going to guide a group of tourists to Kandy, to Sri Dhananda Maligawa, right? Then you are guiding them to there, to the temple of Tooth Relic in Kandy. Then you must explain the road, you must explain where you are going. Okay, then while going by the coach or by going by bus or something, that means from the vehicle, you must explain the tourists. That means you must explain the followers. That means you must explain your uh, customers about the journey. Okay, and then we would move to this what image. Okay, now you can see this is the beginning, this is the starting point, this is the beginning of the journey. There are some deers here. Then after going some far, you meet a bridge. You meet a bridge here. Okay, then there's a this is the camping site. So for the first day, you go this far. Okay, you go this far. Right. I'm sorry. Right. This is the starting point, right? This is the starting point, and there are some deers here. Then there's a bridge here. Then okay. Now for an then we would imagine this is a what? This is something that you go by foot. Okay. Then this is your first day the first day place of rest. That means this is a camping site. Then the next day you have to climb a mountain and you have to get down and you have to go your continue your journey. So this is the second place. This is the second place of your that means the place where you rest. Okay, then this is the first day, this is the second day. Then there's a lake to cross. Just imagine, there's no bridge there, there's no any, that means if you try to go by this road, it get another day. Then if you try to go by this road, it would get the same time. So this is a 6 hours journey. That means crossing the lake. It is not deep, just imagine like that. Okay, then you start the journey here, you start the journey from here. Then you go on the journey, you stay here. Then you climb the mountain here. Then after climbing a mountain, it is very tired. Then you go some far through a forest or that means along lowland. You go you go to your second place of resting. Then the next day morning you cross a lake, and you come to another forest, and you uh, go over another bridge, and you what you reach your destination here. Okay, you reach your destination here. Then if I'm a guide, I must know about all the followers. I must know about all the customers that come behind me. That means I must know about everyone I'm dealing with. So that is very important. Then you, from your side, if you are a tourist, if you are a, that means if you are follower, if you are someone coming behind me, that means you are I'm guiding you, that means I'm your guide and you are my disciple. If it is so, you must have an idea in your side, that means from your side you must have an idea, me right, this way you must have an idea what the beginning is, right, in the tour itinerary with the time also, that means it is like a timetable in the tour itinerary, right? Then you can go to youtube not, you can go to Google and you can search tour itinerary, and you can get some information about that. In there you must, right, you must mention the duration you stay one place, right, from 1 p.m., right, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. we stay at where, Nuwara Weber, right, Nuwara Lake. You stay there for 1 hour. In that way you must have a clear idea, you must have clear idea where you are gonna start the journey, that means to where you are going to, that means to where you go, you must have an idea. So what the beginning is, you must have an idea from where we start. Okay, you must have an idea from where we start, then where the destination is, you must have an idea about where your destination is, what kind of what kind of a road you have to go. There are so many roads to go, but you have selected this road to go. Okay, what kind of a dedication you should do to reach the oasis. Oasis means the, that means oasis means the rich place, that means in a desert there's no water, as you and everyone knows, but even in the desert there's a place where water is, right? There are some trees, there are some fruit trees, then there are some grasses in some, then there's most especially there's water there. It is called oasis in Sinhala. There's a word, then I can't then I'd say what oasis means, Shema Bhumiya, right? Then I had to use Sinhala, sorry for that, right? Oasis means Shema Bhumiya. In a desert there are some oasis, then you must know what kind of a dedication you have to reach that oasis. You may feel very tired, you may would feel, that means you would feel much the thirst while you are going through the desert, but if you should have a strong determination, I go anyway, anyhow to the oasis, then I drink fresh water from there. In that way, you must have a strong idea. You must understand what kind of dedication you should do to reach the oasis in the desert. Okay. How long will it take to reach to the end? That is something very, very important. A tour guide should mention their customers. That means mention their followers. He must explain, he must that means he should give an exact idea when we are back in the hotel after going this journey. Okay, that means he should mention the duration of the journey. Then the tour guide, that means the tourist, can imagine, that means can manage everything, that means what I should buy, what I should bring there, what kind of water bottle I should buy. That means if it is a short journey, 1-2 liter of water bottle is enough. 2 liters water bottle is enough. But it is, if it is a journey of 7 days, that is not enough, no? Right? You can understand. That means you must have a map in your mind before starting. Okay, that is the sentence. That means you must have a map in your mind before starting the journey. Okay, we would discuss it today. We are going to discuss it today. Okay, what the beginning is, right? Then we are going to discuss what the beginning is. Then we are here. Okay, we are here. I'm going to explain you what the beginning is. Here we are going to learn a new language. Actually, it is not anymore. It is not a new language anymore now. It is widely used everywhere. Okay. Here we are going to learn a new language, and that's not familiar as anymore. While someone hates it, right? You know, some people hate English. I hate English in that way. If someone talks in English, I don't know English in that way, they explore. That means they miss that place. They go far. That means there are some people who hates English. Okay, then English is very familiar to someone like me. Then English is very familiar to someone like me and Akari, if she's here still, if she is still here. English is very familiar. Whenever we talk, we use English, right? In that way. But there are some people, they really hate to English. I don't know why. Okay. So actually, there's a game there, right? Like me before. Ah, right. Then when you put a message, just put it everyone as everyone see, okay? Right, Imashi? It is okay to put a message to everyone because the chat would be deserted for others mobile phone or the device. Okay, then here my chat is full now, full not. There are many messages in my chat in from my side, then others would feel their chat is very deserted in that way. So put your messages as everyone sees, it is okay. Okay, now so actually there's a game there. There's a game, okay, right? To do much sacrifice and dedication as well. You have to do some sacrifice, not sacrifice, much sacrifice in order to be fluent here, okay? Where we start is, that means actually if I discuss one matter here, right? If I discuss one matter here, it would get much time. So I'm rushing through the slides. Then I have many slides here, right? I have many slides here. So I'd rush through the explanation here because the special, right? The special lecture, that means the special thing is not this actually, right? I have uh, something else for you. I have brought you something new for you, something different for you. So be here. Okay, right. Then where we start is, the place where we start is what? We must know what is English. We must have an idea what English is. Then what are the basics of it, right? And then we are right. Now let's keep the note there. Then we would discuss. Okay. Now we are going to learn a different language now. Okay, then just imagine you are a foreigner. Then your mother tongue is English. You are a native speaker of English. Now you are gonna start learning Sinhala. Imagine just, okay. Then you must have an idea what is Sinhala. Oh my God, what is Sinhala? I don't know. In that way, then you must have an idea what is Sinhala. Then I'm talking about my example. You must have an idea what is Sinhala. Then what are the basics of Sinhala? I don't know. Then I must know those also. Then what is the way we should start learning? Hmm. Before starting, that means before you start learning Sinhala, you must learn the alphabet, Sinhala alphabet. Otherwise, you won't be able to read any words if you are a foreigner here. Okay. What is the language barrier to be fluent in it? There are some matters. That means there are some reasons to many people to be fluent in this language. Okay. Now we must know what is English. Okay, here's the answer. What is English? Yes, English is a foreign language as we are singular speakers since our early ages, right? We are talking Sinhala from our early ages. That means from the birth itself, we don't talk. Okay, we cry. First of all, the thing we do is crying. Oh, that way we cry. Okay, after crying, we hear from our parents. They talk. That means their words we hear first. Then we memorize them in our brain and we start talking. Tata, papa, in that way we start talking. If, right, a baby is taken from a Sinhala family and he is brought to America. He is brought to America from his early ages. That means when the baby is 6 months age, right? When the baby is 6 months after birth, he is taken. That means he is brought to America. Then there, when the age comes that he catches words, he or she, that means just imagine, he hears English words, then he memorized them, then he would talk English. Even though he was born in Sri Lanka in a single speaking country, now he is in America, then he hears what? English words. So he practiced speaking English. Actually, as I think that is the best way to be fluent in many languages. A baby is taken to a to another country, okay, then from that country to another country, that another language is spoken in Sri Lanka also, that can be it also possible. That means then take a baby, then he is brought to a Tamil family, right? A Tamil environment, then he listens Tamil words, right? Then he, when he starts talking Tamil, he is brought to a Sinhala family. So he practices, he learns Sinhala words. Then this is something I felt, okay? Then he is brought to foreign country, to America, to England or somewhere like that, okay? Then he can speak English. Then when he becomes older, when he grows up, what happens? He can talk any languages. I don't know whether it is successful. It is something I felt, okay? Right. Then don't ask from me, are you gonna do to your babies? They are very petty. Don't ask from me like that, okay? Okay. We are Sinhala speakers, we are native Sinhala speakers. Then the native Sinhala speakers means from our birth itself, that means from our early ages, we are talking Sinhala. Our parents talk Sinhala, our neighbors talk Sinhala, and our what? From the friends, that means the friends at the school talk Sinhala. So we practiced talking Sinhala. Now we are going to talk, we are going to understand, we are going to listen what? Another language. So it is like what? So, right? It is like uh, giving a bicycle to someone even can, and that means giving a motorcycle to someone even can ride a bicycle. Okay, we actually, though we speak Sinhala, we make many mistakes in our day-to-day life while we are talking, but we don't care about those. Then we can't even talk Sinhala perfectly. Then we are given a bike to ride. Then what will happen? We would fall, right? So it is something like, it is like this. That means we are talking Sinhala and we are trying to learn another language, but it is not difficult, right? In a bicycle, when you ride a bicycle, you have to what put your much effort on that. That means you would have to, you would be tired, very tired. But in a bike, it is not difficult. Right? There may be someone who can ride bicycle, can ride a bike. It is possible, okay? Right, but now, but by now, okay, now, by now, English has been one of the languages which is used worldwide. We all know that, right? And we can't run away from English anymore, right? We can't run away from English anymore. Why? Everyone is speaking English. Everyone is using English. So if we don't know English, we have to be at a corner of the society, right? We are neglected. For an interview, just imagine, if you go to an interview, you might have followed many English courses, but if the questions are asked in English, if you can't give an exact idea, that means if you can't give an exact answer for those, you are automatically what? Rejected. Okay, they would say that okay, then we would make you a call, okay, then now you can go. In that way, the judge board would say, but they never talk, they never call you back. Why? If there's someone else who can talk perfectly, then they can understand it. Oh, connection is low today. Then from your side or my side, Akari?
My side.
Ah, right. Hey, thank you. You had just unmuted and you talked. I expected a message from you from the chat, then thank you. Right? No one talked before. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Right. Then keep your mic unmute. I like. If you give an idea. Okay.
Okay, Sachin, I will talk with you always and I will message you.
That's what I want. Okay. Then I also felt that your talking might have, that means might have gone down without, that means being without talking. No, you might not talk at home much in English. Myself, it had happened. Then I can imagine how it is for you.
Me, same to me.
Right. Okay. Now you can talk. Huh? Then there may be some cobwebs also in your mouth. No? Did you get it? Akari? Right. Okay. You are smiling. Okay. The medium of basic communication has been English. Now we all know that. If you buy a smartphone, what is the medium of there? In some phones, in some mobile phones, there's singular language also. But most of the phones come on board. That means the system is designed in English. So we must be fluent in English. We can run away anymore, right? When, right? Just in what? Just in 5 years, English would be everything, right? There would be single newspapers or something. The things are ongoing now in Sinhala would be there also. But if you want to go forward in future towards your success, towards your future, you must have English. I recommend that. Okay. So we discuss this everything as the first lesson of your class. Okay. Basics of English. This is the second topic here, right? Yeah. This is the second topic. Okay. What is the basics? Sorry, what are the basics of it? Now we are going to talk about that. English is a language which contains 26 letters as capital letters and simple letters. We all know that. We learned that from nursery, as I think. Okay. There are 10 kinds of words. Okay. Then this could be different from another teacher. That means this could be different from one teacher to another. Someone can say there are only 7 kinds of words, and there are some teacher, that means someone can say that some teachers can say there are only 8 kind of words. It is on their what syllabus, right? The modes of teaching, the syllabus differ from one teacher to another. My system is not uh, another teacher's one. Okay, it is different. So in my method, there are 10 kinds of words in English. I classify words into 10 kinds. Okay, then you must have, you should be aware of to start the journey. Then if we compare this with the journey, then you must be prepared. You must be prepared about your clothes. Then if you are going to Candy, it can rain, so you can get wet easily. Then if you get wet, you can't stay in that wet cloth. You have to change it. Okay, so you must bring another cloth, another dress to change. So in that way, before going the journey, we must arrange things. If you are going to a jungle, you must have a tent to sleep at night. You must have a box of wax matches to set fire, you know, right? Okay. There are 20 tenses regarding the main sentence patterns. There are two main sentence patterns. It is active voice, as we all know, contains 12 tenses. Passive voice contains 8 tenses. So we must learn these. Without these tenses, we can't make a sentence. Without tenses, we can make a sentence. Okay, right? So there are 20 tenses. Regarding the main sentence patterns, they are active voice and passive voice. So we must learn these very quicker. So because we don't have much time, we have 6 months for a semester. So we must get ready in 6 months to face your exams properly. Okay, you must be able to make your own idea. You must be able to make your own answer. to your exams, because I'm talking about the university student. Okay, then for the school children also this is the same. If the term test is closer, if the A-level examination is closer, they must be what, fluent in general English to get an A pass. Okay, right. And there are 9 advanced grammar rules. This is the most important thing, right? This is the most important thing, right? Right. Another student also had joined now, right? Thank you for coming. Okay, right. He is not a university student, actually he is one of my students. Okay, and there are 9 advanced grammar rules, right? There are 9 advanced grammar rules. These can be used throughout the English language. Okay, rules to understand with your best. Okay, you must understand those 9 rules very clearly. Hurry, not hurry. Okay, another singular word jumped. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Best to reach the top of English language. If you want to be fluent, if you want to reach to the top of English language, you must follow, you must memorize, and you must understand these 9 golden rules. They can label as golden rules because those are very important. Okay. When those 20 tenses are covered, we have some advanced sentence patterns as well. Okay, we have some advanced sentence patterns to discuss to make advanced sentences. Okay, then we are making simple tenses, sentences with while we are covering these 20 tenses. Okay, then we learn another 3. We learn another 3 advanced sentence making systems. For an example, conjunctions, reported speech, then relative clauses. This is my favorite subject not part of the English. Relative clauses, I love this. Why? I can do anything with this lesson, right? This is really important. If you learn, right, you can do anything, right? Then whenever I talk, that means even now I use what, relative clauses to talk with you. Okay, then this is very important. Conjunctions, you can leave this. Oh my god, you can leave this. You must be fluent in at least these 2 to become fluent in English. Okay, right. Relative clauses is my favorite, guys. Then it is so funny. It is another something unique actually. I have no words to explain that. Okay, right. Then what is the way? Right. This is our next one, no? What is the way we should start learning? Right, what you are saying? It is not good to assume. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Then Akar, it is better if you raise your hand and talk. I would like if you do so, right? Than using the chat. Okay, right. Oh, what is the way we should start learning, right? Then if in a journey there should be a starting point. Then here also we must have what? A place to start from. Before doing anything, we must learn the universal language learning method. I have something important to teach you, but it is universal. Universal what? Learning? Not no. It is some what? It can be named as what? This is here. Universal language learning method. I have something like that. What? You can apply this. You can apply this method to any languages you are preferred to learn. Any languages. Maybe it is Korean, maybe it is Japanese, maybe it is Chinese, maybe it is what? Any language, Hindi, maybe it is Tamil. You can apply this theory very basically to learn that language very fluently, right? Our final target, our goal is what? to be fluent in a language. So this universal method can be used to be fluent in any languages. Then I'll teach you that also. Okay. You can learn this everything if you join with me in the journey, right? This is a journey. Just imagine I'm the guide and you are following me. We are gonna jungle camp. That means we are gonna picnic. We are gonna journey. We are going on a journey in a jungle, into a jungle, and we are staying 3 days in a camping site, setting fire, then dancing, cooking ourselves, and singing. Just imagine how wonderful it is. Yeah, right. Okay, this is something, uh, right? This is not a camping site. That means this is not a picnic, but this is something very funny. Learning another language is so funny. In English itself, that is more funny. Okay, what is the language barrier to be fluent in it? Right, this is the this is something that no one not most of the people are facing. Let's discuss. What? Not knowing what kind of place English is now in the modern world, right? This is actually relates to someone from a village or who is not interested, not he is not using internet, he doesn't have a smartphone. This is important. This fact is for those not knowing what kind of place is what kind of a place English is now in the modern world. We all know that, so we don't have that barrier, right? We have passed that, we have passed that barrier by now. Okay, all right. Then this doesn't relate us. This relates to someone who is not using internet much. Then we are always using internet, then we are using smartphones always, right? Then so this is not relate. This doesn't relate to anyone. Here, okay. Not understanding a proper idea about English. You must have a proper idea. What? We go to the dream. You show the way to that dream. Am I right? Yes, I am. We go to the dream. You show the way to that dream. Yes. Then are you asking whether this sentence is correct, Imashi? Right? Oh, I got the meaning. Then it is correct. Your idea is correct. Okay. Right. Then not understanding a proper idea about English. You must have what? A proper idea. Proper means a good. That means enough. You must have an enough understanding about English. What? Where's the beginning of English is? What is the process? And finally the end. You must have an idea. What kind of a process happens here? Then what kind of words we have to use? What kind of sentence patterns we use here? How to make a simple question? How to give an answer? How to talk? Especially, right? We must have an idea, proper idea, not a brief idea. We must have enough proper idea about English language. Okay, the shortcuts can be used for better learning. Right, there are some shortcuts in English to learn better. And if you right, that means who can see? Right, it is okay. Right, then you must have a knowledge about the shortcuts. Then if you are going on a journey, then I'll draw you something on the board, on the screen. Okay, right. Then imagine this is the starting point of your journey, right? There's a flag and this is the starting point. Then this is the destination, right? Then can you see? There's a cross here. This is the destination. Huh? This is the destination and this is the starting point. Then the journey is this. Okay, the journey is no, it is directly coming to the destination. So I wanted to give something like this. Okay, right. Okay, this is the road you have to come. Then if you know a shortcut, right? This is the carpet road. Okay, this is the carpet road and this is the This is the what footpath. This is a footpath. Then this would run 5 kilometers. This would run 5 kilometers, and this would run 2 kilometers, only 2 kilometers, and it is through a jungle. Then if you go on a journey, which road would you select? Which road would you select? A or B? Right? That means this is through a jungle. There are so many trees. There are so many fruit trees. You can eat them also. Then this is a carpet road. Then you have to get on a jeep and you can come to this place. What road would you select? I need a reply. Can you all hear me? You didn't give any answer. Right. Actually, I would like, I remember the economy of the country. That is true, right? I'm not talking about that, right? If you talk about the economy, there are no words to say, right? It is, right? That's the only answer we have to say. Okay, right? Then don't care about the economical side. Then I'm just asking from you, which road would you select? Akari, I'm asking from you. And my university friends, you also can answer, right? There are no barriers here to talk, right? Okay. We would select what? We would select A road. Why? We can have much fun here. We can have much fun here, and this is a shortcut. You can see if this road takes 5 kilometers, but this only 2 kilometers, then you can easily come and you can have much fun. You can come by foot and you can see many flowers, birds, animals, and those, right? Then there are some shortcuts. That is the special thing of knowing a shortcut. Okay, that is very important. Then I'll teach you the shortcuts of English. Okay, right. Then we must know what the shortcuts are. Okay, the shortcuts can be used for better learning. Then not spending. Do not use Sinhala. No, today I don't use Sinhala. This is only that means I'm just using only English. Okay, then that is why I mentioned in the link also. This is for university students, and then you also can join and try to understand the explanations there. Okay, this is only English, right? Then see whether you can understand what he says. What did he say? I didn't get that word. I didn't understand. Then you can ask. You can ask from me, okay? Right. I wanted to give, actually, this is not the most of the benefit. That means if the benefit is 100%, okay, right? If the benefit is 100%, okay, from this class, it 60% from my side. 60% is for my side. Why? I can speak learning. Sorry, I saw a word from chat, then I got that. I can speak. Then I'm talking like this after a long time, after a very, very long time. So the most of the benefit comes to which side? My side. And you also can have the benefit the same. And you also can have the benefit the same being here. That is why I gave you the chance. I shared the link to everyone. You also can come and check your understanding of your English. Okay, right. Okay, we are here now, no? Imashi, you are correct. I always agree with you. Hey, Akari, do you know Imashi? Imashi is from another place and Akari is from another place. Are you friends? No? I do not know. Okay, right. Actually, Imashi is also a nice girl, right? She is also nice. Akari is also the same. Okay, right. Not spending time to practice. This is the right. This is the most. That means this is the barrier here. What? You are not trying to practice it. You are not practicing, right? You are not practicing. What not spending time to practice listening, writing, speaking, and overall for understanding, right? You don't spend your time for listening, you don't spend your time for writing, you don't spend, that means you don't spend time for speaking most of the time, right? And overall you don't put weight on understanding English. Okay, not having a proper teacher with a good plan of teaching, that is another language barrier. You must have a proper teacher with a good planning. Okay, where the destination is, we must know where the destination is, right? Then I'm here. I would rush through, then I don't know what's the time now. What's the time now? Oh, right, it has been it has been 1 hour and 20 minutes. Actually, I didn't feel the time, then I must hurry. Okay, where the destination is there, then this is where we are expecting to go. We go on a journey in order to see something that you had never seen and to feel the new things. That is the purpose of going on a picnic. Okay, then I won't get much time to explain this. You can, I would share these slides and you can read them and you can understand. Here also the same story is, the destination must be something great that you had never expected and experienced. In the journey, you must have something great. You must feel something unique. Okay. If mentioned briefly, you must be able to handle English very fluently. That's my dream, right? That is what I expect from you here. Okay. You must be able to handle English very fluently. Okay. The beginning, right? When we make a sentence from the beginning, it is like she cooks rice. Okay, then the end should be this is the end, right? Actually this is not the end, actually, right? You can do anything, right? I had shown you only a tiny example. Then you can see at the beginning we make sentences, she cooks rice, but when you reach to the end you can be fluent enough to make sentences longer and very long. Okay, then here's an example. She who had worked in a restaurant for 5 years. Then you can see only three words are here. Then see, she cooks rice. That's all. But here, just look. She is here, cooks is here, then rice is here. Then there are many words, but there's a nice combination of each and every word here. Then you can see. She who had worked in a restaurant for 5 years cooks what? Rice while she is listening to a song, right? She is listening to a song and she cooks rice. She she had got experience of working at a restaurant for 5 years. So she is cooking now, listening to a song. See, this is like something named, right? This is something like named. But here you have that sentence have dressed so many dresses. It is very actually this is very attractive. This is very nice, right? Then I assure that, mom, very sorry. I assure that at the end, right? At the end, you can read well. If you come this journey with me, you can read well. You get that ability. You can understand things well, right? You get the ability to understand things well. You can write with your own. Whatever you feel, you can write. For an example, if there's a boy, right there, then there's a boy and he wants to make a poem. He wants to make a poem for her girl for Valentine, right? And the boy wants to make a poem for Valentine gift, right, as Valentine gift to his girlfriend. Then if he doesn't know English, what should he do? He have to write down those ideas in Sinhala, and he has to show it to someone knows English, and he has to translate it. He has to get it translated from that one who knows English. Okay, then what a shy, right? What a shy. Why? That man also knows this boy's ideas. right? Then it is a reason for shy, no, right? Then the boy would feel something serious, but he is shy to show that ideas to this man. Why? He would laugh. He would he would talk it with another one. Then he won't be able to face the society even. Okay, then something bad can happen. So you must not worry about that. Okay, if you join with me, you can write whatever you feel. Okay, you can write whatever you feel. That's the very that means that is the most important thing here. You can talk, you can write, you can do anything as your own. Okay, you can talk even with me. You can talk even with me. That is the this is the another important fact. And you can start your own journey in English. That is why I am here. I got the knowledge from my teacher and I started my own journey. Now I am here because I went a journey of mine. So English is my first language now, not second one. English is my first language, Sinhala is my second language, and Tamil is my third language. Right? English has become my first language by now. It is why I think in English. That is the most important thing you should reach. That is the point you should go. You must start what? Thinking in English. You must think in English. That is very important. Okay. Then what kind of a road you have to go? Right? There's a road here. That means there's a way to be fluent in English. Then I had given you some activities to do your day-to-day life, in your day-to-day life. These are try with your best to in the black what hexapolygon, as I think the word of this shape, in the black color shape, I'd say like that. In the black color shape, you can see try with your best to for what? Memorize the vocabulary. You must have a strong vocabulary knowledge. That means you must have a bank of words in your mind. Otherwise, you won't be able to talk properly. Then if you don't know the word for butterfly, that means if you don't know the word for butterfly, you can't explain about that animal, about that insect, right? You would have to say there's an insect, right? There's an insect on the flower. It has two beautiful wings. It brings nectar from the flower. In that way, you can only do what? Explain that animal, explain that insect. But if you don't know the exact meaning, you can't, right? There are so many animals, there are so many insects that drinks nectar from a flower and that means who have wings. Then if you don't know the word for butterfly, you have to use many words to explain that animal and to get that word from me, right? So your vocabulary must be strong. Memorize the vocabulary. That is very important. Do something more. That is really important. Do something more. Go your own journey, right? Go yourself. There's no one. That means just imagine there's someone following you. Then you get hurry, right? Then in a marathon, then you are running freely, then you are looking here and there, you are easily running, okay, right? Then you see someone is coming closer to you, then what happens? You run very fast. That happens, no? Then you must always imagine, you must always think there's someone behind me trying to pass me. Then you get motivated yourself and you run very fast. You That means that speed might be speed that you had never run. Okay, so just always imagine there's someone always following you to pass you. Then don't let that one to pass you. This is a competition. This is like a marathon. So you must imagine there's someone always behind me to pass me. Then would you let him? No, never. Who likes to who likes to get the trophy? That means that, for an example, then right? This is the track. Okay, this is the track of the marathon. That means it is a relay. That means just imagine this is 100 meters competition, running competition. This is the track. Okay. Oh, right. This is the track. Then you are the first, right? You are running as the first one here. You are running as the first one, right? Your legs are here, then your hands are here. You are running. Okay, you are running. Then you are running freely and you are looking here and there. There's no tire. Then you are easily running. Huh? Then you see there's someone from another track. He is running very fast. He is running very fast to catch you. Then what should you do? Then do you like, right? Do you like he would come and go through the ribbon and he would get the trophy? Then you would get the second place. He would get the golden medal and you would get the silver medal. Silver is for the second one, no? Right? He would get the trophy and he would get the golden medal and he would get everything, all the dignity. Then you would feel that means you won't get much like him. So what you should do? Just imagine this situation. Someone is coming closer to you very fast. Then you get motivated and you put your best of your effort and you put your best of energy. Then you must go through the ribbon. You must break that limitation. So everything is at your side. I'm I'm giving you an additional support for you. Okay. Then I'm the one. Just imagine I'm the one follows you. Then you can run very fast. Okay. That's a nice example actually. Just keep it in your mind. That is very important. Okay. Right. Do something more. Try to do something more. Don't limit. That means don't stay on the tunes itself. You must go beyond the limitations. You must go find in a university life. That is the thing that every lecturer say. What? Do not stay on the lecture notes. You must find, you must read, you can explore. You must explore new things and you must make your own notes. That is the only thing. That means every lecturer says that we must find, we must read everything. That means we must find out more beyond the limitation, beyond the lecture notes. We must find many information, much information. Then we must make our own journey. If we go our own journey, there's a journey. What did I say? If we go on go on our own journey, we have a journey, right? Otherwise, we won't have. We are going on another one's journey. We are going on the lecturer's journey. He had gone some far, then we would also, if we follow only him, we would go to the destination that he went, right? He may be repenting now that I couldn't go to that place. I wish I could do the PhD also. I wish I could do that LLB degree also. But if we are targeting that lecturer, and then if we are only following him without doing something more, we would also stay from that place itself. So we must try for what? Do something more. We must try to do something more and pass the lecturer, pass the teacher. For you also, I say, I invite you all, I request from you all to what? Pass me, right? Pass me. I have come some far, but you must pass me. You can. You all are capable to do that, right? You must pass me, right? Okay. Do something more. Be with English. That is what we never do. Never do. Be with English. Always be with English. Love English, right? Then if you are a girl, imagine a handsome boy. The most of that means you may have a favorite actor. Then imagine that favorite actor is English. Then love him, love her, right? Then for myself, English is a princess for me, right? English is a princess for me. Then I'm always being with that princess, right? I'm always with her, right? I'm feeding that princess. She is very beautiful and her voice is very sweet. and her face is very fair, and she is wearing a frock, nice frock. And in that way, be with English. Otherwise, you won't be able to get the real meaning of English. Think in English. This is the most important matter. Think in English. You must try to think, do your thinking in English. Write whatever you feel. If you get any idea, you can write. Okay, in English. I'll teach you how to write. Write whatever you feel. Anything. Listen English songs and FM. You must do that. You must listen more and more to English songs and English FM. Then I'll recommend you, then I'll let you to listen some programs in FM here in the class itself. Okay, I would record the program and I would let you to listen that in the class. Then I would make some quizzes. That means I would make some questions to answer. Then you can what listen that FM recording and you can answer that. In that way, we would do many creative exercises during the class. Chat with your friends in English. This is very important. Another important thing. Chat, always chat. We are always chatting now. We get a phone and in that way we are chatting. Then are you using a button phone? You don't ask from me to come such a sound in that way, right? We are using touch phones, right? Then any sound doesn't come. But if we are using a button phone, you can hear that sound. Then that is why I represented that sound. Okay, right? Don't ask from me. Hey, are you using a button phone? Then I'm in that way. Don't ask, huh? Right? Then. Chat with your friends. We are always chatting, no? We are always online. Then for myself, I'm most of the time I'm online. If I don't have a lecture, I'm at WhatsApp. I'm online. Right? Then I'm always chatting. So do that chatting, convert that chatting into English. Then you get an idea, right? In Sinhala, then you want to what? You want to fall out with your partner. That means your soulmate or your fiancé or someone. That means someone closer to you. You want to get a clue to a falling out. That means you must fall out with him. Okay, then you have to start it. Then you try to start the falling out. You are trying to start that what argument. Then you get a single word, right? You get a harsh word in singular, but you don't know how to translate it to English. Then you try to find it. Then how to use that word in English? How to blame someone in English? You try to find. That is the most important thing. If you find, you get something new. Once God also said, the door opens for the one who knocks. Right? Then I'm just talking about that idea in my words. Huh? I don't know the real words. If you knock, that means the door opens for whom? The one who knocks. You must knock on the door to open it, right? So you must try. You must start doing something from starting from someone. Starting from some place. You must start doing. Otherwise, you won't be able to do anything. Okay. Speak with yourself, right? Speak with yourself. Anytime, then there's a friend inside you, know, right? Your heart, your mind, there's a friend. So speak with yourself. Speak, right? Then you are feeling hungry. Then you just ask from your friend, hey, you're hungry, no? Shall we go to the kitchen and have something? In that way, you can ask yourself, okay? That means you are feeling hungry. Then in Sinhala, I don't use Sinhala. In Sinhala, what we think, it is better if I go to the kitchen and have something. Right? In that way, you think. Then ask from your friend. Friend means ask from your inner one. That means in your mind. Right? There's someone, no? You are thinking, no? Right? So when you think, there's someone inside of you, right? He's giving ideas. So just ask from him, hey buddy, right? Aren't you feeling hungry? I'm feeling hungry. Then shall we go to this kitchen and just peep and find something to eat. In that way, ask from him, talk with him. He is very nice, right? You actually, there's no need to find any other best friends. The best friend is inside of you, right? So talk with him. He is very funny. He would make many jokes, right? For myself, my friend is super. I can say the things he say sometimes, right? He is saying some naughty ideas also, right? My inner friend, right? He is very funny. So I'm always talking with him, right? Then you also try to practice that. Okay. Sing English songs. The another one is, the next one is sing English songs, right? Then imagine if you are making a speech, if you are delivering a speech on the stage, keeping your hands on the podium, right? You would say, right? If I'm a principal, right? If I'm a principal, I'm going to make a speech. My dear students, not my dear students, not the venerable Thero, right? My dear staff and my dear students. Today it is a special day for our school, because someone from our school among you had reached to a place that a student hardly reach. Okay, so it is very happy to mention you that here, right? He had taken the name of our school to the international level. So put your hands together for him. In that way, a principal delivers a speech. Okay. Then if you sing a song, if you sing English song, there's a lyric there, right? There's a lyric, right? Then is there a difference between a speech or a lyric, right? What is the difference? Lyric also have words, speech also have words. No, we know. Then what is the difference? In a lyric, in a lyric of a song, it is arranged in a nice way. That means it should be sung. No? A speech cannot be sung. It is to deliver. But a song, lyric is to be sung, right? So try to sing a song. So your mouth, your tongue is okay to turn any side, right? Your tongue is okay to turn any side whenever you want to talk in English, right? Your tongue, there's a nice exercise there to your tongue to talk in English, to practice talking in English. This is the very important thing. Sing English songs, feel English, right? Feel English, love English, right? Feel. Just listen to Earth Song of Michael Jackson, or just listen to Heal the World of Michael Jackson. Then feel the meaning, right? Right? There's a place in your heart. In that way, there's a song, right? I can get his voice and I can sing, right? I also can sing, right? Then there he is talking about peace. What is peace? There are no wars. He is imagining. That means he is making our mind imagined how would it be a world without wars, right? So feel English, feel, right? That is the most important thing you should have. Okay. What kind of a dedication you have to do to reach the oasis, right? This is the fourth, that means this is the last point we have to discuss. Yeah, I know that there's a question in your mind for sure by now after coming through the full session. I rushed through the session here. Then then I have guessed something. It is then how much do you charge from me? Then this may be your problem by now in your mind, right? That means how much does he charge from me for this work? If I join with you, how much should I pay you? In that way, you may have a question, right? Yes, to go on a journey, we need petrol for the vehicle, food for drinking, sorry, water for drinking, and food for eating, and some clothes to wear. We know that. If you go on a journey, we have to spend some money to go there. To go on a trip, we have to spend some money. So here also I have to charge a little money from you. Likewise, you are willing to go on the journey here with me, right? If you are gonna go in, if you are gonna continue the journey here with me, that means if you are continuing here, right, you would have to do a little dedication for your journey, right? But I assure you, that is my side. This is from my side, okay? I assure you here that I do something more. You know what I do, right? You know what kind of a person I am by now, because I have done something to my students. The students know who I am, right? With my classes, they know very well who I am, what kind of a sacrifice I do for them. So there's no reason to worry about this. I do 1000% from my side, not 100%. I do 1000%. That means if someone does 100%, I do it is when it multiplied by 10, I do 1000%. 100 is multiplied by 10, I do 1000%. Right? So that is my prophecy. That means that is my policy. If I get something, I try to do something more. That is my policy. Right? So there's no reason to worry. There's no reason to afraid paying me, because you get something more always. How long will it take to reach to that end? Reach to the end, right? We must know that also. That almost depends on you, right? In this here, right? The maximum duration of this is 6 months, because we have examination, the end semester examination. So we must be able to make an answer of our own to a question in the university exams, right? Then that almost depends on you. If you are clever, you can reach the oasis very easily, very in a short time. But if you are performing great with your best of attendance, right? If you join with me, you must have your best of attendance actually. Then attention, you must pay your full of attention. You must do your contribution, and you must interact with me. Interaction, right? This can be ended up just in some months, right? This would take some months, not too long, okay? It depends on you, totally depends on you, right? The special thing of my class is, right, there's something important I have to mention here. You can have an experience like you can have an experience like you are in a lecture. Right now, there are some students from my classes, right? Then, right. Okay. Then I came to the chat now. Then there are so many chats here. Then just wait, and then I'll read them. I thought I was stupid, but I think right. Yes, you have a good brain, right? Imashi, you have a good brain, so there's no reason to worry about that. Akari, looks like God saw it. BTS butterflies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. BTS are actually butterflies. I also hate them. It is like studying to be first in class. Yes, you must always study to be first in your class, as I did. Right? I have talked about that before. I only listen to English songs. No, you must sing, Imashi. Then I really hungry right now. Okay. Okay, sure. Let me finally talk. Let's have a chat. Let's have a nice interaction. Who? I'm talking to Akari. We would talk. I really like that. Uh,
Now, finally, I want to talk.
what? Finally.
Finally,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Right. This is still ongoing now. Right. Then we would have a talk. Okay. It is 10 minutes to 10, no? Right, then we would rush through the rest slides. There are a few slides here. Right, then we would do not insult people. No, I'm not insulting anyone. Imashi, I'm not insulting anyone. right? Okay. Then I would complete my presentation. There are a few presentations here, slides here remaining. Okay. We would discuss some important matter in day-to-day life, and practice to talk in English. This is very important here. Let's discuss the various ways of question forms. We must know the question forms as well. And finally, we would make answers to a common question taken from a paper, right? University, there are many assignment papers of English. Then we would take them. And we would what? We would discuss them here. So then we can get an idea what kind of a test you would have for your English examination, right? So this is very important. There won't be any past paper discussion for you in university level. Okay, then this is the most important thing. Okay, right. Then my presentation is my first presentation. That means 2 hours. Then I took 2 hours to explain how the course, that means how the class would run. Then that means this class runs how long? 3 hours. So I have taken 2 hours by now. Then I have another new presentation for you to talk something new, something unique, right? Then thank you everyone. Then this is the course content. Then stay for my next session also if you are free. If you don't sleep now, you can stay for that also. It is very important, right? Then I'll show you what it is in the journey of finding the wonder of English over the boundaries with me, right? I have gone beyond the boundaries. I know the wonder. I feel it, right? English is, I have no words to explain that. It is something feel, right? It is very, very, I have no words to explain that, right? You must feel that like I did, okay? I'm here for you. I'm anytime, right? Whatever your work is, I'm here for you. I'm here for you, Dhanushka, right? Undergraduate at Southeastern University of Sri Lanka. By now, I'm a university student from Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, right? Then I have started my degree program by now. Then it is very easy for me because I know English, right? When the lecturer talks, I can easily understand as soon as he says, right? So I know the importance of English to a university student. So I am experiencing that because I know English. Then you also must feel that confidence yourself. I also know English. In that way, you must feel that confidence yourself. It is very important, right? Then if you need any idea, if you want to get any idea what I have done by now, you can visit my YouTube channel here. Then I have taken a screenshot here. Then to know more about me or about my classes or something, you can contact me. My phone number is here, WhatsApp. Then for my previous lessons, if you want to have an idea how my teaching is, what kind of lessons I teach, then what kind of tunes I prepare for you. Then if you want to know something like that about me, you can visit my YouTube channel. Then my recordings are there, right? Then you can visit there, right? Then if you join with me in this stage, that means if you are planning to join me in level 3 here, you can come translating these sentences the next day. Then we would discuss this and we would start learning. Okay, right? Then I would go, right? Yeah, I have pressed one button, right? Right. Ensure your ink annotation, no discard, right? Then we would go to then I told you, I promised you to talk about the differences between these 3 stages, right? Now it is time to discuss because there are another 5 minutes to end up this and start the new one, right? In level 1 you would have these things. What? Level 1, right? 2 hours single session, right? 2 hours of singular session. That means I teach you in single medium for 2 hours and 1 hour English lecture. Then I would get 1 hour for English medium teaching. This level contains, right? This level contains the content containing of this level is 2 hours of English revision in singular, right? This is a revision actually. This is not a whole class. We must hurry. We must hurry to reach that target, reach that goal. So 2 hours of English revision in singular, right? And singular medium tutorials, the class would done with singular. That's my favorite band. Oh, right. That is why you had mentioned that you had asked me to not to insult people, right? Akari, the Imashi's favorite band is BTS. Then I think you might have some words to talk here. Then we would discuss in at the end. Okay, right. Then in this level 1, 2 hours of English revision in Sinhala. The explanation and the I would teach in Sinhala in level 1 and with Sinhala tutorials. 30 minutes English assignment past paper discussion. This is very important to a university student, right? I would discuss what English assignment past papers. This is very important, right? That means university level English papers, right? 30 minutes of English lecture. I get 30 minutes to talks about something, probably about a timely topic, about timely topic. That means about the economy of Sri Lanka, about the political instability in Sri Lanka, about the COVID pandemic in the world, about the global warming, about the what about the crimes happening in Sri Lanka these days. In that way, we would get a timely topic and we would discuss about that. You also can give ideas, and there are 30 minutes for you to talk with me, interact with me. Okay, or maybe it could be like means psychological inspiration. It is something like motivation, right? Then today also there's a lesson and etc, right? That topic can differ from that means one day to another day, right? Vocabulary practice, then this is actually for university students, huh? Right? Then vocabulary practice on in a creative way over 1,000 words. That means I would give you over right, I think more than 750 verbs, only verbs, right? 750 verbs in a creative way. You can understand, you can memorize those words very clearly, very easily. There's a nice method to understand those, right? Then I would give you that also. I would teach you. Then essay practice for day-to-day life. Then in your day-to-day life, you have to you have to write formal letters. You have to write formal letters. You have to make quotations. You have to make short notes. In that way, you have to take down something. You have to write. So I would teach you how to do those. Okay. Then daily sentence practice. I would give you some sentences to translate into English. Then it is a nice creative exercise for you for your day-to-day life. Then individually care about each other. That is very important, right? I individually, if you join me, I individually care about you, right? Time not fixed date. Time is not fixed date, and time would be discussed on next day. It is negotiable. That means it can be adjusted, right? Then this everything for your victory. Then this is especially planned for university students, and this everything for your victory just for 100 rupees. Sorry, 100, not 800 rupees. Level 1 class, if someone joins to level 1, he or she has to pay me as their contribution for this journey 800 rupees per month if he or she plans to be fluent in English, because with these everything. Then just imagine, right? Akari, just look at these things, the content, that means the things you came through that means throughout the presentation and with the things I have mentioned here, right? Someone can easily be fluent in English, no? I need your idea, right? Maybe orally or maybe in the chat. For now, use the chat. Then at the end, we would have a discussion in orally. Okay. It happens for this. Everything happens for 800 rupees per month. Okay. This everything. Then, if we talk about level 2, it is quite different, right? What? 2 hours of English revision in English. This revision is also done in English medium. Okay. Sinhala only for further explanation. I use Sinhala for further explanations. Otherwise, I don't use Sinhala like today. Right? With English and Sinhala medium tutorials. Tutorials would be in Sinhala medium and English medium. 30 minutes for English assignment past paper discussion. It is common for all the 3 stages, and 30 minutes for English lecture. It is also the same. Vocabulary practice and these everything you can have as benefits, and for this stage you would have to pay 1,000 per month, right? Because this is for university students, and this is very important. This is not this is something very important. That means this is something but that means university students don't have much time, right? They are very busy. Actually, they are very busy, and they have to do something very quicker. So that is why I have to charge such money from those students, right? Then if we talk about level 3, that means 3-hour English lecture, right? If someone likes to follow this, it is quite expensive, right? This level contains 2 hours of actually, oh yes, 2 hours of English revision on grammar, right? It is based on grammar, especially because someone who joins to level 3 is very fluent in, that means he is able to understand things, at least the basic ideas. So this is for bullets, right? This is for bullets in universities. Then uh, so this is quite expensive, right? Then 30 minutes right, complete English medium tutorials, right? Then I'll show you my English medium tutorials, how they are. Then once I gave you such tut in the past, in my general English class, I had given you English medium tut once, right? Then I'll show you. Then you can have English medium tutorials, then absolutely in English. Then it is very important for you, for university students, because the lecture notes are also in English, so they can easily understand them, right? Then this is my one of my tutors. This is taken from Wonder Season. Wonder Season, my second season is this. Then this is the 10th tut of that Wonder Season. Then here you can see what? Everything is in English. The tutorials are made in English. So if you are joining level 3 university student, then I'm talking university students here, because I upload this video on YouTube for university students, right? Then it is a must to inform these everything to them. So I'm talking, I'm showing. Then you can see everything. That means that explanation and everything is in English language. So if someone is joining level 3, he or she can have English only tutorials like I showed you, right? Then the other activities and other due things go in the same way for commonly for those 3 stages. Then it is quite expensive, 1,200 for month, right? For level 3 student. Okay, right. Then I'm finished, right? I have completed discussing my course, that means the content of my courses here, then I would start my next lecture of 1 hour after 10 minutes break, right? After 10 minutes break, I would start my second lecture for you. Then it is very important because it is psychological explanation here, right? Actually, who are you, right? This is a psychological explanation here. So I'd continue the session in, that means I would start again 10:15, right? 10:15 I would start. Then you can have 10 minutes break. You can eat or you can drink or you can do something and you can have a break and join me again. Okay, right? There are some chats in the chat box. Okay, we are in the corner. Dear Imashi. Definitely Akari, right? Imashi, he has a smile. Is it only for university students? Yeah, no. Actually, if you also like, you also can join. It is okay, right? Then I would, no, I want charge from you. From my normal students, I want charge, right? Then you can join here if you like, right? But the especially this is for university students, and if you know someone, in the university without English, he or she is suffering, you can refer them to me. Okay, right? Then we would start this just in 10 minutes, right? Just in 10 minutes we would start, and you can have the break. Okay, then in after 10 minutes break, I would continue this also. Okay, right? Then have the break. Right. Akari, then shall we talk? Oh,
Yes, of course.
all right. Then having a break, that means I have nothing special to do, saying that I'm having a break, then I
I
can.
always break.
What? You're always ready to talk with me, yeah?
I always
I felt that.
this
Okay,
is my
then
first time.
how are you? Hey,
Fine, and you?
what? I know I asked from you whether you are okay. That means,
And I ask you, how about you?
all right, I'm okay. I'm always okay.
Uh, today I have a one question. So, okay, I have a question to ask first.
From me.
Uh, yeah, I have.
Ask
Uh,
anything.
you turn on the mic today because of that class, right?
What? I didn't get it.
You turn on the mic today
Uh,
because of that class, right? I'm right.
yes. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. The reason to mute all the mics of the meeting,
I think about entered of the your.
what? Right. You feel to crack the earth and hide.
Yes.
Is it? Then there's no reason to hesitate to talk in English, actually.
Yeah.
Right. The someone in the chat is thing has thought that you are a boy with your name Makari. She is smiling and she is asking from me whether is Akari a girl. She might have recognized you as a girl when she heard your voice. Right. Anyone in the participants? There are 5 participants here. Then you also can talk. Anyone? Imashi, unmute your mic. Come front. Talk. We could have a nice discussion. Right? You are free here. Talk anything. Isn't it, Akari?
Yes, of course. Today I like to have an idea about the today class.
That means you you need an explanation.
Yep, there are less children than usually.
Uh,
Today is really one of my
right,
favorite
right,
topics.
right. Actually, I designed that means some students from my same faculty told that they can't easily understand the lectures and they feel difficulties in understanding those, and they asked me to do a class for them. So I start then that Unisup brand came with that purpose. Okay, so actually this is I designed these classes for university students, but most of the students are not interested in making the English, though they feel difficulties. I don't know why. Right? Then the ones who even requested from me are not here. So what a miracle, no?
Yeah, it's,
Right, then
I
I
can't
start.
imagine that.
Yeah, yeah. Then I started this, but I think in the future, that means in no sooner, there would be many students here, right? If that means, uh, then the reason is not to that means the reason not to join here is I'm also in the same age of them now, so they don't know what I have done and what kind of knowledge I have. Then
And
you
they
also,
shy,
huh?
and they shy sometimes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, maybe they may be shy to learn from someone in the same age. I think maybe something like that happens.
But today is the real one of my favorite topic. I like it.
Which one? This?
Uh, the guide side.
Right. Actually, it
I
is
think a
a
guide needs to. I'll get into.
right. Then actually becoming a guide is one of my dreams. That means it is awesome. Actually, there's no suffering there, in office we have to sit and we have to type, and we would then our backside, then there would be, that means I have, that means
Take a
there would
coffee
be,
and typing.
huh?
Take a coffee and typing.
then then in if someone works as a tour guide, he enjoys, he makes friends worldwide. I love that. So
Of
even after graduation of my this degree, I'm not ready to give up that idea of becoming a tour guide. I must,
Corona, corona
yeah.
seasons came to you.
COVID has what that means
Disturbing your
deadly slapped.
graduation.
You know, COVID deadly slapped on our ears. What to do
Yeah,
then? We can put our hand and we can say, hey, COVID, you don't come here. In that way, we can say no. So it came and it went throughout the country, and it is still spreading everywhere.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know
I
what kind of result would remain here on the earth at the end.
yeah. I think a guy need to practical and participation, all details and security methods.
About that,
You must to talk
yeah.
talk with that guide people to know participation by self. I think you talk with your lesson. How can how should
Yeah. Continue.
and then I think suffering is the best. I think but I think that economic is a dangerous one,
Right.
and then
Yes. That is also a problem for everyone.
yeah, and
Mm.
I have one question.
Hmm?
I think you don't have to put this like that when a board the participle, simple, present tense, past tense, and I think
What dear? Didn't get it.
I think you don't have to put things
Uh-huh.
like that.
Where?
Same,
In a presentation?
passive voice.
Ah,
Uh,
right. No, no.
when about
I just showed the content. And that means then I had just mentioned about the basics of English now there. So
yeah,
everyone knows
that is
that.
my vision. That is my vision.
Ah, right. Okay. Right. And what is the time now? 10:15. Then let's start now. Kari, can you stay
Okay.
here or would you leave? No, no?
I okay. I leave because I have to classes more.
Okay.
Uh,
And that
uh,
means have you got a class now?
yeah, of course. 12
When?
30. When yes,
10:30.
yeah.
Okay. 12?
12:30.
12:30
Yep.
in the midnight.
Yes, of course. Hmm.
What kind of class?
Languages is
What kind of
difficult.
class? Japanese?
Languages is difficult.
Japanese class or something else?
Japanese class.
Hey, in the midnight?
Yes, of course, it's difficult, no? But we must learn.
Yeah, that's true. Then don't you keep vigil during the class in that way?
Yes, sometimes.
then then overall is that means is the productivity high doing a class in the midnight?
Yes, because there's sometimes my teacher has any parties or some everything she has I don't I can't talk with that.
Oh my God. That means how many students are there in the midnight also?
Only three.
Only three. Is it a group class? Is it a
Yes,
group
of
class?
course.
Ah,
Yes,
right.
yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, then.
And I do not think about the service available for such a fees. I talk about your team.
About that, dear.
I do not think about the service available for such a fees.
Ah, right.
So I thinking thank you so much.
Okay, okay. Then you would have to leave now, no? Did you have not?
10:30 I need to leave.
Oh, okay, okay. Then I would start this and you can have even the introduction for the, that means you can stay here for just for the beginning even, no? At least.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I'll start now.
Okay.
It is past 3 minutes from the time I have prescribed to start, then we would start, okay?
Okay.
Okay, then everyone join back again. Then there are some people here. Right, then we would start my second lecture. That means my second explanation of psychological field. Okay, actually, who are you? Right, this is a common question that you should ask from yourself. Right, that means this is the question that we never. That means we had never asked from yourself. That means uh, we must know actually who you are. That means from your side, you must ask from yourself, actually who I am. From your side, I'm talking. From your side, you must ask from yourself, actually who I am, right? You must ask. Then most of the people, as I came to know, as I know, there are over 8 billion people around the world. So but if we talk about the people that had become immortal, that means who had kept a name in the world, are like comparing with the 8 billion people in the world are uh, right? That means the people who had remained a name in this world are like the fingers in the hand. That means although there are 800 billion people in the world, right? Although there are 800, not 8 billion people in the world, there are a few who had remained a word, sorry, who had remained a name in this word, right? For an example, Jack Ma. Everyone is talking about him, Jack Ma, right? The co-founder of Alibaba. Then Bill Gates, right? Then who else? About Steve Jobs. He is not. He's passed away. And Steve Jobs. Then Mark Zuckerberg, right? In that way, the people who have remained a name in this world is a few, sorry, is not a few comparing with 8 billion people in this world. Then what has happened to the other rest of the world? That means other rest of the people, what had happened? Only these people are very rich. If we categorize, if we get into a list, the richest people, the richest person from the beginning, and if we uh, make a list with the rich people in this world, right? In this world, if we make a list, there are some people very rich with their properties. Then there are some people, that means even our country would remain at the bottom, right? Yeah, it is not our fault actually. It is, there's no worth in talking about that also. As citizens of Pearl, right? I call my that means I call Sri Lanka as Pearl, right? So though we are in a Pearl, though we are living in a Pearl, we are not rich. We are still taking, that means we are taking, still we are still living with debt, always paying debt. Day to day life we are paying debt. Why? The former ones, then former politicians and everyone had taken debt. Then we have to pay, we have to, that means suffer for their mistakes, right? Then it is because we and the other people who govern the country haven't haven't understood yet actually who I am. If the president understands who I am, and if he understand why he came to the post of the president, he would do something great. The fault is no one understands who they are and what kind of a duty they have to perform. So that is the best fault caused our country to become such a poor. Actually, we are in a situation than Ethiopia and some other poorer countries, but no sooner we, that means their economy is better than ours, right? So the dollar is becoming too expensive for Sri Lankan. That means if someone goes to USA or uh, to Canada or where somewhere in the European country to a developed one, we have to pay much money to buy dollars to go there. So it is not good actually. If the dollar is less than in value in is less than the rupee, how great it is, right? Even if we put a data card also, we have to pay more than half as tax to the government. So we are like slaves here. In this pearl, we are like slaves here. We are living like slaves, right? Right? Still in the tourism also, we are still showing. We are still showing the things that means our great kings made, right? We are still showing them and earning money. So what is the worth, right? As once I heard from someone, there's a nice lecturer, there's a nice social speaker. He once say, right? If the kings didn't make buildings, didn't build pagodas everywhere in this country, we won't have something to show to tourists, and there won't be tourism in Sri Lanka, because our kings did that, thinking about the future. They invested those, right? If then he mentioned strictly what we must make something new to our for our next generations, to show to their tourists, right? After 100 years there must be something we had done, right? But now what is happening? We are sailing part by part to another countries. So why is it happening? Not understanding actually who they are. If the politicians understand the situation of the country, they won't uh, argue in the parliament asking for vehicles for them, right? If we find out about the politicians in another countries, we become extremely shy. Actually, for myself, it is really shy to even to see a politician of Sri Lanka, right? So my request from you all is to leave this pearl, otherwise you won't have a future. That is my word. Wherever I talk, wherever I present something, wherever I talk, wherever that means maybe if I am asked to do a speech in a politician's stage, I would say this: you must leave this pearl, otherwise you won't have a life. Otherwise you won't have a future, I would say that. So these everything happens because they haven't understood actually who they are. So here this session would guide you in, and that means this is not complete guidance, right? This would guide you. Actually this is for university students, and then unfortunately there's no any university student here, right? Then I don't know what is happening, right? Whatever I started this, then I continue this. Whatever there's only one member, I teach, because I can improve myself with that. I don't need anyone. I don't expect from anything from anyone. So if we work, we can have something. If we do something to the world, to the universe, we get something back. So my idea, that means my motto is give something, claim it. No, not give something, claim something, right? If we give something, surely the mother universe doesn't, never neglects us. She feels us. So she would surely repay us, right? In a method, even we never think. Okay, right? Then actually who are you? I'm going to discuss about this. Let's come to know with this. Okay, then this is conducted by me, myself, right? Then you can see my contacts and those other details, right? Then we would move to our topics. What is the universe? We must know about that. What is the universe, right? Then Akari, it is time for you to leave now, right? Okay, right? Okay, we would move to our topics. What is the universe, right? Where's the universe, right? Then we are always talking about the universe. Then I also talking about mother universe. Then is it mother? What? Universe is a mother? You may have a problem. You may have a question in your mind, right? Then we must think, we must know where the universe is. Actually not what is the universe. It doesn't matter where it is, right? We must not think about that. There's a universe somewhere, right? But we are always connected to the universe, right? We are always connected to the universe. Then I'm going to talk about those, right? Then the inner universe, even you don't know. Actually, we are always talking about the universe at the outside, right? Then if we type universe in YouTube or Google or somewhere, we get. some images like this about galaxies, about planets, about solar systems, about Milky Way, about Andromeda galaxy, about billions of galaxies in the world, in the sky. We get something like that as universe, like the background of the slide. But is it the universe? We must think, we must rethink, right? There's a universe in yourself also, right? Then if I draw an image like, then I think you would be able to understand this image, right? This is someone is sitting, okay? There's someone is sitting, okay? Then someone is, okay, someone is sitting, huh? Then his other hand and he is sitting, okay? Then, okay, right. Someone is, don't ask from me whether it is an alien or it is a human, okay? Right, then we always talk about a universe at the outside world. Then we are thinking, we are imagining universe is something like this, right? Universe is between the galaxies, between the solar systems, between the planets, and between the comets and the asteroids and in the Milky Way, right? In that way, we are talking about those. About black holes, we are talking. But actually, there's a universe, right? That means universe is, that means there are no limitations about university, not universe, right? It is infinity. Infinity can be named as universe, right? Then we are always talking about the outer. We are always talking about the outside. But if we think carefully, there's a universe at yourself also, right? There are galaxies yourself. There are galaxies inside of you. You are unique. That is the best thing you must understand. Always you must think, you must understand what? You are unique. You are a unique creation of Mother Universe. You are a son of, you are a daughter of Mother Universe. You must understand that. Otherwise, you won't be able to remain your name in this world. You would die and your body would decompose into soil after your death in the coffin. That's the only thing would happen. Your soul would move, right? But this, right? This life must not end up with that. You must remain your word. You must remain your name in this world, right? Next generation should study about you in their pupils book. Pupils book, they must learn about you, your name, what you did for the world. So that is the best thing you must try to achieve in your life, right? Then there's an inner universe, right? Inner means it is inside, right? Not outside. Inner, then outer. Those are the, then means this is the opposite word of inner, outer, right? There's an inner universe and there's an outer universe. Then here I'm talking about the inner universe, right? Not the outer universe, right? Then if you think carefully, there's a universe and yourself, right? There's a universe. There are galaxies, not there are. I have no words to how to explain that, right? There's something massive inside of you, right? The inner universe, even you don't know. Unfortunately, what happened? Most of the people in the world don't know that there's a universe inside of them, right? There's a universe inside of them. So you can have all the you can have all the things you need. You can have everything you want with the universe inside of you, right? Did you know? Then I'll move next point. Did you know you are always connected to the universe? Yes, you all are always connected to the universe. How do I say? What are the evidences to say that? Right? If we say something, there must be evidences to prove that. Okay? Then inner universe, right? That means I'm talking about you are always connected to the universe. Even your tiny thought, is sense, that means the universe is sensitive for your even your simple thought. The reason I, right, then I'll show you an image, right? Just look at this image. What do you see? There's a man here, no? There's a man here, right? Then there's a giant man here. Where? In the sky. Then it is, if this is the universe, he is always keeping eye on you, right? He is always keeping eye on you, right? This is the man. If this is I am, right? If this is myself, right? This is the universe. This is the universe, right? Then he is always keeping eye on you. He is always keeping eye on you, you know, right? He is always keeping eye on you. For what? He is always, he or she, right? Then here it is shown as a male. That means it is shown as a man, right? The universe is shown as a man. But someone can think she is a, that means the universe is a princess, right? Like I am thinking. Okay, right. Then we can see someone in the sky like this giant man. If we look at the sky, we can only see stars, the dark nature, and the moon, the sun, clouds, and we can see only those. But universe is there, right? The universe is there. So we must know that we are always connected. We are always connected to the universe. Why? This universe, right? The universe know. This universe knows what kind of things we think, right? That means this universe, right? This is the universe, and he feels. This feels what? This feels whatever we think. So we can't hide from the universe anything, right? We can hide anything from the universe. Okay. Okay. All right, then the ones who is joining here much time, you might have your phone may be too hot, so it is okay to leave, right? Then you can see the rest of the lesson in YouTube when I upload this video to the to YouTube. Then you can watch this. Okay, right? Okay, then if there's anyone who is willing to leave. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Okay, right. It is okay to leave. Okay, yeah. Then you can continue your lecture. That means you can continue your this one over YouTube when I upload this video there. Okay, right. Then whatever we think from our mind, whatever we think from our mind, we are sending, right? We are sending our waves to the universe. We are sending our waves to the universe, right? So we can hide anything from the universe. He is always keeping eye on us. So the universe knows everything we think, right? The universe knows everything we think. Here's the universe and here's the person. So maybe you or I, right? Maybe you or I. So the universe knows. The universe knows everything you think. So we can hide, we can run away from that. Okay, right. Then if we go to our next slide, our original slide, that means our topics. You are always connected to the universe. I just explained how it is, right? You are always connected to the universe. When whatever you think, the universe knows. How? We are waving, that means we are sending our waves. We are sending our waves to the universe, right? If there's a man here, right? Sorry. If there's a man here, okay, right? Here there's a man. Oh, right. Right, if there's a man, right, this is the head, okay, then there's a man, right, there's a man or there's a woman or right, someone, then he thinks, right, he thinks something, right? When he thinks that idea, we are like telephone tower, right? You have seen telephone tower, no? Telephone tower, transmission tower. From at your town, maybe you all have seen such towers, right? Then there are some drum like structures there. Then I'm talking about telephone tower, you might have seen, right? We are equal, we are the same like a telephone tower. Why? What does a telephone tower do? Right, a telephone tower do what? Get signal from a phone, your phone. This is your phone, and he gets signal. He gets signal from the phone. Then he captures it. The tower captures the signal, right? The tower captures the signal and it is transformed. It is sent to another tower. It is sent to another tower, right? It is sent to another tower. You can see, right? Then another tower from somewhere, another tower. That means you are making a call, being from Colombo. You are at Colombo and you are making a call to someone in Anuradhapura. So what happens? The tower in the Colombo gets your signal. The tower gets your signal in the Colombo. Then what happens? The tower transforms, right? Transforms your signal into waves, right? That means, right, it is called electromagnetic waves. Then this tower sends those signals to another tower. Then that tower sends it to the tower. That means there are many towers in this process. That means I had shown only one. Then uh, many towers, right? Many towers are here during the that means in the process there are many towers, and at the end what happens? The tower, the signals got reached to the tower in Anuradhapura. Then the owner of the phone in Anuradhapura gets the signal, and you are called from here, this tower to this tower, and so many towers, and from this tower it gets here, right? In that way, whatever you think, whatever you talk, then you get a call here. You make a call here, and your words, your voice goes through all the towers as waves, and this one at Anuradhapura can hear your words, right? In that way, whatever you think, whatever scientists have shown, scientists have proved that what? Scientists have proved that when we think, we are emitting. Emit means uh, we are emitting means we are spreading waves to the universe when we think. When we think, at least that means we are, if we think a simple thought, if we think a simple thought, what happens? We release waves. We send waves to the universe, and the universe recognizes what did he think, right? What this man think, the universe recognize, so we can hide. That is called our what? Then here, just look again here, whatever we think, right? Then as I told you just before, right, as I told you, this man is thinking, right? This man is thinking, and he is sending waves. He is sending waves to the universe. So the universe is always keeping eye on you, and the universe feels them. The universe sees, the universe understands. Ah, this man is thinking something like that. Okay, right? This man is thinking this. So I must treat him. That means if you are thinking good, if you are thinking in peace, if you are thinking in peace, right? Peace means, right? Peace means there's no, you don't have an idea to have a struggle with anyone, right? Peace, right? Then in love, if you love if you love others, if you love others, you can have that. The universe recognizes this man is a peaceful one. This man is thinking of love, right? He is believing on God. He is believing on God and he has faith. He has faith. That means he is he is believing the God. He is believing the God and he is believing the cosmic energy. In that way, the universe recognizes whatever we think. So the universe is sending us back the gift, right? The universe is sending us the gift. Okay, so we are always connected to the universe. We can hide because just imagine, just imagine just go out of your house in the morning, not in the night is better, right? Just go out of the, not, don't go now, right? When you are out of the house, just look at the sky. Just look at the sky and imagine a giant person looking at you in the sky. It is the universe. The universe is always looking at you. Then he is always keeping eye on you. Whatever you do, he knows. Whatever you do, he knows what you are thinking and what you are saying, what you are doing. Then for that, as a result, you get the reward from the universe. So if you do something for the universe, if you do something, right? If you do something for the world, you get something good, right? So always think in faith. You always think about yourself, then you must do something for the world and you can have something great yourself. Okay, then our next topic is the universe is, sorry, universe recognizes even a simple thought of your mind. It is something definitely happen. It is something definitely happen. But the universe recognizes even a simple thought of you, right? So you must be careful about your thoughts. You must not stay in angry about anyone. You must be a peaceful one. Then your life, then your future would be so peaceful and filled with happiness. Right? Then we would move to the next slide. Right? Next slide. You create your own universe as you go along. Who has told that? Can you see? Can you read this? Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill. So Winston Churchill had told you, had declared what? Sorry. the sorry. Okay. The you make a universe as your own. You create your own universe with your thoughts and with your feelings. If you think good, you make a good future. You make a good universe for others also. If you are in anger, if you are in haughtiness, if you are in what? Arrogance, then if you are not obeying your parents, if you are not uh, asking, that means if you are not accepting the advices from adults, you are someone who's going out of the universe, right? You are rejected from the universe, but you are all, but still the universe is keeping eye on you about what you do. So you can hide from that. Then for an example, then as I told you, if you are out of the house, you go, then if you are out of the house, I asked you to look at the sky and there's a giant man called universe, he's looking at you. But you may feel, if I go inside the house, he can see me in that way, but he is still keeping eye on you, the universe. So always try to do something good for the universe, for the world, right? Then you would have the result back, something great. Okay. right? It is a principle of life. So, as Winston Churchill once mentioned here, I have shown you, you create your own universe, right? There's no creator for outer universe. It has been made by yourself. You don't know how the origination, that means what is the origin of the universe, right? We can't even think. It is subject for someone who is completely understand the theories of the universe and theories of the life, and it is something that someone can hardly find and think and get the full idea. So as normal human beings on the planet Earth, we can't think what the universe is, but we can recognize what the outer universe is, but we can easily recognize what our inner universe is, right? Because we are the creators of our inner universe. Okay, right. Then here's the that one. Then here I have another statement here. Take the first step in faith. This is actually this is a nice statement you must remember. You must keep in your mind. But take the first step in faith. You must believe something, right? You must believe someone. Maybe God, maybe Jesus, maybe some Buddha, maybe God, maybe Ganesh, maybe Vishnu, or someone. You must have faith in your mind on those, one of those, or everyone, right? Then you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Then I'll show you a I'll draw a that means I'll draw the picture for you. Then you are here, okay? Then you are here. You are here. Then you can see a staircase. Staircase, you know what the meaning of staircase? This is a staircase, okay? Here there's a staircase. Then I'm trying to draw with my best for to understand, to explain you. This is a staircase, okay? Right? Here's a staircase. Right? Here's a staircase. Right. Then what does he say? You don't have to see the whole staircase. You must not. This is the staircase. Huh? Now you know what is the meaning of staircase. Right? You must not see the whole, the full of the staircase. Right? Then the staircase may be running up in this way. The rest of the staircase is in this way. Okay? For this side. This side the staircase goes. Right? Then you must not see the whole staircase. So what you should do? You must do, the thing you must do is what? You must believe in faith and you must take the first step. If you take the first step, you can move for second step and third and fourth and fifth. Then in this way, you can reach to the top of the staircase. But firstly, you must take the first step, right? You must take the first step for your success or whatever, right? Whatever you do, you must put your first step here. Right? You must put your first step here, as this person say. I can actually I can recognize those his name, right? Then whoever the person is, he has told you, he has told the word, but take the first step. Right? You must take the first step in faith. Right? Faith means you must believe. You must believe and you must take the first step. And you don't have to see the whole staircase. Then if this is hidden, right? If you are going to a sky, right? This is a staircase to the sky. Okay, this is a staircase to the sky. then there's a cloud here. There's a cloud here. Then you can see the rest of the staircase. That means if you compare this with your life, this is your O level, right? This level is your O level. This is your A level. Then this is your university. Then after graduation, after taking the degree from the university, you don't know what kind of a future you would have, right? You have no idea because it is covered. The staircase is covered. Right? Just imagine if you go to Ambuluava in a rainy day, in a rainy climate, it is covered. The staircase is covered with clouds when you go up. So what you should do? You must take the first step and the second step, and you must go up. Then you can go through even the clouds. So it is more interesting and it is more funny. More wonderful than climbing without any clouds. Clouds may be the what? Clouds may be the burdens. That means they would be the what we would say the harassments, the that means the difficulties you would have to face. So the journey through the clouds is very wonderful than going without any clouds here. Okay, right. Then what does he say? Believe yourself, recognize yourself, right? Ask from yourself who you are. Ask from yourself. Then try to get into the staircase and try to reach, try to go up. Okay, try to go up. That's all you have to do. Okay, right. Then hi, right. Now you can see the slide here. The creative process. The creative process. If you need something, you must show that you need it to the universe. You must show the universe that you need it. Then how you can do that? The thing you must do is the creative process. The thing you must do is step one, ask. You must ask from yourself. You must ask from yourself what you want, right? You must ask from yourself what you want. Ask what you want. Then you may say, I need a laptop. I don't have a laptop to continue my studies in my university, right? So the thing you need is a laptop. So you must ask from yourself what you want. Then you must say it, Mother Universe, I need a laptop for my studies. So but I don't have money to buy a laptop. So show me a method, show me a way to buy a laptop. I need it. In that way you must ask from yourself and you must talk it. You must mention it to the universe. Then answer, right? Then answer yourself to the questions. Then your inner side, that means your mind would ask from you. Then you don't have money, you don't have enough money, then how do you buy a laptop? So you must answer yourself, you must answer your inner questions. Then you would get the real answer what you should do to have the victory, right? To have the victory, your mind would show you the path what you should do. Okay, right. Then step 3 is what? Receive. Step 3 is to receive, right? When you ask something from yourself, you would get answers. Then you must talk it to the giant man looking at you. To the giant man looking at you, you must what? Sorry, right? The giant man who is looking at you, here he is looking, right? I'm drawing that the giant man, right? The giant man is the universe. He is keeping eye on you, as I told you. He is looking at you, being at the clouds, and he is keeping eye on you, right? He's always keeping eye on you. What you request, what you ask, then what you need. Then you must talk him. You must talk to him and her, or maybe then you would get answers how I can buy a laptop. Then the universe would show you and you would get the thing you need, whatever it is. So that is the most important thing, right? So this is the process of having something from the universe. The universe is almighty. If you need a Rolls Royce, right, you must ask. You must ask, how can I buy a Rolls Royce? You know Rolls Royce, it is the most expensive car, one of the most expensive cars in the world. So what you should do is you must ask what you need. So then you must ask from yourself, how can I buy a Rolls Royce? That means from Sri Lankan rupees, it would be about how much? 1,000 lakhs, right? 1,000 lakhs, maybe. It could be, yes, 1,000 lakhs, right? A Rolls Royce is too expensive than BMW or something others like that. So you must ask from yourself what you really want. Then you ask from yourself, how can I reach there? How can I buy it? How can I have that? Then you would get answers to reach there. Then in the end, what happens? In the end, you would receive whatever you need. Okay. So it is time now 11 past 2. So it is that's all for today. That means I have reached to the time limit I can have from you. So if you are willing to join me, right, I'm talking to the university students who are watching this. I'm talking to you. If you join with me, you can have this everything, these psychological understandings, those sessions, those lessons. You can understand, you can have everything you need. So right, thank you for being here, right? Thank you for being here. Actually, there's no university students at the end. Tatsara or Tatsaras, I think. There are 4 members including me, so thank you for being here, right? Then there would be so many university students in the future here who had understood the importance of this. Okay, right. Then it is time for me to wind up the session now for today. So thank you for you all for being here, being with me, right? Even though Akari is not here, I must thank her for right. I thank her for uh, talking with me, and it is time for me to wind up the session for you. Okay, right. Thank you all once again. Then I'm ending the session for today now. So stay safe and uh, be blessed. Okay, then you can have my information here, right? I have shown the same thing in my previous slides also. Okay, right. Then I'm gonna finish the class and thank you again. Okay, right. Goodbye to everyone.